Fun one today. We got Malachi Fields, wide receiver for Notre Dame, 6'4", 222 pounds. Fifth year guy, spent 4 years at Virginia, grad transferred to Notre Dame for his final season. Spent 3 years as a starter mostly, 165 receptions, 2,479 yards, 16 touchdowns. And in the last 2 seasons, he's had 156 targets and only 3 drops. So, as you'll see, this guy has really good hands, rarely ever drops the ball. He's a big receiver who uses his size to make acrobatic plays, tough catches, contested catches, as you're seeing on the screen right now. Um, Senior Bowl participant, thought he displayed an improved route running and release package at the Senior Bowl practices. Followed that closely. That's what kind of put him on my radar. Um, Despite his size, he was used short at Virginia quite a bit, even a bit at Notre Dame. He has kind of a limited route tree, but he's not just a deep ball merchant. They use him underneath and hitch, slant, curl game as well. Um, High points the ball and consistently makes catches outside of his frame. Not overly fast, but he can hit big plays as well. Um, as far as Rat goes, I'm neither here nor there on it. He's not great. He's not awful. He's tough to bring down. Obviously, he's a big guy, so he's got that going for him. As far as blocking goes, he flashed both good and bad. I'd say, again, neither here nor there on it. Maybe you'd want to see a little bit more from a big player like him, but he's not an awful run blocker. And they used him, and he had some tough assignments blocking. They would normally have him, at least at Notre Dame, kind of run in and try to block the safety. So kind of a tough angle at times. I'll say that. Um, Older prospect, right? Fifth year guy. So he's not 21. He's likely 23. I don't have an official age, but yeah, fifth year guy. Like I already mentioned, kind of a limited route tree. Um, might have the best hands in the class. I love this guy. He's incredibly fun to watch. I know he's kind of getting a little bit of buzz, but he's certainly not a consensus top wide receiver or first round pick. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited to do this one. It's my 10th evaluation. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this. Go back to the beginning here. Bottom of the screen. Working against Miami this past season. We're going up, making the contested grab. Guys all over us, just doesn't matter. I mean, this is just, it's almost like every time they throw it to him deep, he does something like this here. Top of the screen, working against Pitt. Free play. I mean, come on. Ridiculous one-handed grab. Using the helmet a bit there. Very, very clean. Very difficult catch. All right. Top of the screen. Kind of pressed off the line. Not for too long. And we're just going to go up on top of Four's head and make the play. This is A&M, So again, another really good team. We're playing in a Notre Dame offense too that has a really good backfield. A young quarterback. I like Carr, but young quarterback, good tight end. Let me make sure I do my due diligence here. Scott Kennedy. I recorded this clip here from the Senior Bowl. One of the practices. He's got a lot of one-on-one reps and like that. I encourage you to kind of check it out. I thought he displayed some pretty good route running and release packages here, but credit to Scott Kennedy for this clip here. This one, if you follow the Senior Bowl, was passed around quite a bit. Ridiculous diving catch, something this guy just does all the time. Figured I'd throw that in there. Top of the screen here. Make sure I'm on track. Okay. So this concept here, defensively, the corner lined up in front of us is going to do a zone drop. He has, a deep portion of the field, and this defensive back here is showing blitz, but he's going to drop into a flat. And Fields does a good job recognizing this. He's likely got a vert. He sees his guy dropping, bailing deep. feels that guy sitting in his zone, he just kind of sits down for his quarterback and stays open. His quarterback finds him. He makes the play on the sideline. So we'll watch that one again. Good stuff. I mean, that's a smart receiver. That's what you should do. And not everyone does it. So get the other angle here. Finding that soft spot, sitting there, remaining open, taking a hit too. All right. Top of the screen. This is some Virginia stuff. We're working against Boston College here in 24. And good throw. Not super open, but we make the play. Perfect throw, and we do our job. Let's see here. Make sure I'm on track. Okay, it's top of the screen. Working against number 10 ranked Clemson at the time. Kind of running a post, just wide open, beating him deep, right? So maybe a little coverage mishap, but we do a good job using our big body to garner some speed and get open deep. Bottom of the screen here. This is A&M again. Don't love the release. Don't love the route. He certainly loses, but his quarterback's flushed out. He sees it. He's going to work with him and make a pretty incredible catch, all things considered. You know, it's only like a 5-yard catch, but goes way outside of his frame. He's diving like he does so often and so well, and he makes the play. Top of the screen here. Top of the screen. Just running kind of a post. Can't really see it well there, but he did a good job of breaking that off. We'll see if we can get any of that. Again, in the DB's blind spot, you can see the DB begin to turn to run with Fields. He's off the screen here, but he flipped his hips. He's going to run vertically with Fields. Fields breaks the post. That's what makes him open. And again, it beats him deep. He's not the fastest guy, but he's a big play threat. You know, he's open there deep. Bottom of the screen here, working against Pitt. This one wouldn't count on Sundays, but still an impressive play nonetheless. Goes up. Moss is the defensive back. Gets a foot in for a touchdown. A little bit of hand fighting. Nice catch. Okay. Just figured I'd throw in a couple quick curl routes in here just to show, you know, they do use him in other aspects. Good job, again, working in the blind spot, breaking it down, getting in and out of your route cleanly. Same thing, bottom of the screen. Zone, it's kind of an easy play for him here, but tough guy to bring down. Picks up maybe 5 extra. Good job there. 2 clips of blocking. Neither are, you know, well, I would say this isn't the best representation of his good in blocking, but it's what I had available to me. He's working. I like the effort. He's pushing late. The play's kind of dead, but he's still working. He actually had a forced fumble after an interception in Virginia, so the guy hustles. Top of the screen. This is what I was talking about. They kind of task him quite a bit to run and try to block this safety. Not always the easiest assignment from a receiver. We miss, you know, but we have Jeremiah Love, so he makes the guy miss and look silly because we hurdle him. Okay. This is really the only time I see him drop the ball is on like short stuff like slants. I saw 2. It might be his biggest weakness as far as catching goes is you know, maybe some of the easier stuff in contested situations like we'll see here. Hits us in the hands, you know, DB's there. He does, you know, a silly little celebration, but we should catch that. That should be a touchdown. So